Hi everyone. So in today's video we're going to show you how to use decision steps as objects within your process workflows. So first I'm going to open up my application of choice for process mapping, which is of course eDrawMax. So I'll start off with a new canvas. I like to turn off the grid lines. And from here, the very first step, as you know, is to create a title. And so for today's process, we're going to do something really simple. We're going to call it shopping for groceries. And we're not going to have difficulty spelling today. No, not at all. Okay, so there you go. There's your title. And then the second step, as usual, let me just make sure I have my theme set up here. Process primer theme. Second step is, of course, swim lanes. And in this case, there's not more than one role. It's just me. So I'm just going to have the one swim lane. Expand it out here. I'm going to give it the hollow band so I have some room to work with. And I'm just going to say it's me. So the very first step is groceries needed. So here's my input, groceries needed. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the supermarket. So that's my first step. And then this is also going to be a user-based task. Second step, once I'm there, is I'm going to look for groceries that I need on my list. And so from there, we're going to have a decision step. And it's going to be our, actually we should say groceries available. So there might be some, there might be all, there might be none. So let's just say our default path is the yes path. And so ideally there are groceries there. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the groceries that we need. Meanwhile, I'm going to label this connector my yes path. This is a user task. And we'll keep going here. So I select my groceries, proceed to checkout, and then from here I have another decision. So am I going to pay with cash or card? Funny, who really pays with cash these days? Hey, but you know what? It's still an option. It's still a possibility, and I might just have cash on me today. So let's just say my default is, my default here is paying with cash. So I'll say that's my default. It's a user task, and then this is also cash is this connector option. So if I paid with cash and I have my groceries, the process is basically over. So as an outcome of that, groceries acquired. Nice and simple. So now let's go back and let's have a look here. So we need to make sure all of our alternate paths have also been flowed out. So here we have a yes option, the groceries are available. So what if the groceries are not available? What would you do? So you have the option to either continue grocery shopping or just quit the activity altogether. So that in fact is another decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to create another decision box here. And the question is, continue shopping, yes or no? And so let's just say, actually, you know what, I'm going to move this out of the way first because it's kind of cluttering the connector line. Because I want to label this my no path. Continue shopping. So down here, let's say, yeah, we're going to continue shopping anyway because they still have some stuff that I want. So this is our yes path, which takes us back on track to the end. So let's take a look at this decision box again, and let's look at creating our alternate path to ensure it's covered off. So I'm going to, if my answer is no, I'm not going to continue shopping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the supermarket. And so again, I'm going to move this over here just so it's a little bit more organized and it's not interfering with my connector line. So my outcome in this decision is a no, and that's my no path, leave the supermarket. So if I've left the supermarket, then the groceries have not been acquired. And so that's the end of that process flow. I'm not going to carry on any further. But if it's a yes, I select my groceries still, I proceed to checkout, I decide to pay with cash or credit. So here's the first path, paid with cash. So remember the other one here is going to be pay with card. So again, I'm going to move this out of the way because I have some nice white space up here, And this allows me to properly label this connector without any interference. And so what's the outcome if I paid with card? I've got my groceries again, right? So the outcome is still my groceries are acquired. And let me just make sure this is user. This is also a user task. And then lastly, again, I'm going to clean this up, move the text up here out of the way. And so there you have it. Very simple, straightforward process on shopping for groceries. You can see we have a fairly linear process here. We have 3 decision boxes. Each one has been appropriately labeled in terms of the connector lines and the outcomes. And every path has been accounted for. So you've got your primary path, your alternate path, and they take you to either this end termination point or this one. So I hope that was helpful, everyone. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment in the article. Happy process mapping, everyone.